In today's episode, we're going to talk about relaxation and how and why relaxation could completely change your relationship. I know it sounds funny, but stick with me because one of the things that I see couples who are struggling the most of, their calendar is chock block with everything known to man. They have no time to relax. They have no time to rest and rejuvenate. They have no quality time together. And everything is very reactive, very stressful, high anxiety situations. And honestly, it leads to disaster. And so, if you want one of the biggest relationship hacks, especially moving into 2025, it is this: practice relaxation in your relationship because one, it creates enhanced communication. When you're relaxed, it reduces stress, which often helps and enhances communication. The biggest mistakes I see with couples and communication is we go straight to the talking. It's not about the talking. You have to set it up properly first. So you have to have the right environment, you have to have the right space, you have to have the right mindset, and you have to be feeling relaxed. And then the second next part is connected. So if you set these things up before you begin talking, it changes everything in your relationship. Number two, it gives you increased patience. I don't know about you, but if I'm stressed, my patience level is about at a zero. I am like a ticking time bomb going, like if I am feeling under the pump, under the pressure, not relaxed, then I'm way more likely to be like ticked off, annoyed, maybe even get grouchy and shouty, right? We don't want that. And so how do you mitigate that? You have proactive things in place that keeps you relaxed, that keeps your cortisol low, that keeps you less stressed. Sounds easy, right? I know it's not always easy, but we'll go through how and why, like how you can implement this in a moment. Number three, it creates a stronger emotional connection. When you're relaxed, you're more open and receptive in general, which builds emotional intimacy. It actually lowers the stress and allows space for vulnerability. It allows space for you to be vulnerable and to be empathetic with your partner to create a stronger emotional bond. Number four is you can better resolve conflict. You are just more creative. When you're stressed, your creative side of your brain is completely cut off. It helps you think both logically and creatively when you're relaxed. And so you become up with better solutions. When you're calm, you're more likely to compromise. You're more likely to see the other person's perspective. You're more likely to be in the other person's shoes. So it makes an epic difference. And you usually have increased physical affection. Like if you think about when you go on holidays, you're more likely to be intimate, you're more likely to hold hands or hug because you are relaxed. We all think it's the environment plays a big part, but it's also because of what's happening within yourself is that you're relaxed and you're wanting that physical closeness. You're open and receptive to it because you're not in overwhelm or complete stress or anxiety. Number six, improved self awareness. Now, when you're relaxed, you're more mindful of your tone, of your nonverbal body language, of yourself in general and what's going on with you. You're more open to understanding your triggers and patterns, and you can address them and communicate better as a result. So, it's also less chance of you projecting your stuff onto your partner because you're aware of it, right? You're in a relaxed state where you can go, yeah, that's my stuff, and take it on board, own it, and then make better decisions from that place. When you have a relaxed mindset, you're less reactive to stress from work, finances, and external factors. So you can actually be way more resilient to external stresses when you're relaxed, even when they're coming at you thick and fast. Eight, you have higher quality time together because you're not thinking about something else. You're actually fully present. You're relaxed, you're open, you're creating this beautiful space which fosters a deeper connection. Number nine, you have more empathy and compassion for one another. Because you're calm, you can actually give to your partner, you can empathize, you can see your partner's struggles, you can have compassion, which helps you move beyond your self focused interests, which is really nice, and allowing you to connect better overall. And number 10, we all know this, you get better overall health. In summary, it's so important, not just for your overall health, but for all areas of your relationship because you become a better partner. And I think a lot of the times we focus on what our partner's not doing. I want you to focus on what you can be doing. Now, I know they have a huge part to play. I get that. But you have an even bigger part sometimes, and you can lead by example. So I want you to think about all the ways that you can lower stress. So we've got exercise, drinking lots of water, good nutrition, good sleep, optimizing for all these things, meditation, prayer, journaling, reflection. All of these things can help lower our stress levels and help us be better people to connect. So I want you to include this in your daily routine. Maybe it is only a 10-minute workout in the morning. Maybe it is only 2 minutes or 5 minutes of reflection with journaling at the end of the day. It doesn't have to be massive, but all of these steps actually add up to be something really, really big. and help you to be more resilient throughout the day and help you be more resilient as a partner. And so you can be there for your partner. Like if you've got nothing in the tank, how are you supposed to be there for them? How are they supposed to lean on you? They can't. And you can't show up as the best version of yourself. So I really, really urge you. This is something I work with so many couples around, is decrease the stress, put more white space in the calendar, put these practices into place, because you will become a better partner, and then you'll be able to relate to one another better. You'll be able to resolve conflicts better. It actually is a foundational piece of becoming an unshakable couple. It's not just a nice thing that people say, we should pray or we should exercise or we should meditate or whatever it is. It's not just a nice thing. Like there's science behind this. There is reasons why. And the couples that struggle the most are the most stressed. They have the most fights. It is just true. The couples that do the best take time. They have white space. They have time for themselves. They have time for each other. They look after themselves, because when you put emphasis on your importance, on your health and your well-being, and you put yourself first, you inherently are lit up, right? And you've got something to give to your partner. And no, I'm not talking about in like this selfish way that you 40 hours a week. No, I'm talking about in a way that is sustainable, good for you, good for your family, all of those types of things. And this can and should be done. I have seen this firsthand when I took 4 couples. They came to a couples counseling retreat. It was a sold out retreat this year. It was amazing. And the reason why is because they had the opportunity to relax. They each got massages. They had a private spa bath to use. They had no distractions. They had no reception. They had no dings from their phone. They had no one knocking at the door in their private cabin. They're in nature and beautiful, peaceful views. They had everything provided for them. They had nothing they need to think of, nothing they need to do, nothing they needed to clean. They got hot croissants delivered to their door in the morning at 8 a.m. And they had the space for deep conversations. They had the space for relaxation. They had the space for connection. And honestly, when you are relaxed, sometimes you have to create the space for it, because especially if you're up here, if you're really, 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 really heightened, then sometimes you do have to take yourself out of your own environment to get to a point that when you go back in, you can just maintain the habits, right? So if you're really, really stressed, I urge you, it's time to do something about it. We know all the statistics on what it does to your health, but honestly, it can kill your relationship faster than even your health. So take action, do something about it, put this in place, go and visit the couples counseling retreat, book a free call with me about it. Let's have a chat. And let's start creating some really, really strong change for your relationship, because you deserve it. Your partner deserves it. And relaxation can be the key that unlocks an epic relationship for you. So now it's time for you to go turn your relationship on.